Okay, let's dive right in. If you're in fleet operations, you know the feeling. Driver distraction, it's this persistent problem that just doesn't seem to go away, right? You have the policies, you do the training, but that risk, it's always there. So, what on earth are we all missing? I mean, it's a super frustrating question, isn't it? You feel like you've tried everything stricter rules, new technology, and yet those incidents tied to distraction just keep happening. Well, maybe the answer is that we've been asking the wrong question and trying to solve the wrong problem this whole time. And that is the core idea we're going to unpack here. The problem isn't just a single driver making a bad choice. It's so much bigger. It's that the entire system they work in, from the tech in their cab to the pressure of their schedule, is often perfectly designed to create distraction. So, to even begin fixing this, we first need to get inside the driver's head and understand what's really going on. And spoiler alert, this isn't about bad habits. It's about the very real science of being completely and totally overwhelmed. You see, most distraction events aren't simple carelessness. They are the result of cognitive overload. Think of the driver's brain like a computer that's just been given way too many commands at once. It hits its processing limit, and things start to crash. Attention fragments, decision-making gets worse. This is a biological reality, not some kind of character flaw. And just think about the baseline cognitive load for a professional driver. I mean, on a good day, they're already juggling all of this all at the same time. This is their starting point before we even add a single dispatch alert or a text message to the mix. The mental tank is already half empty from the get-go. Now, this is where it gets really interesting, because we need to break down what distraction actually is. We tend to focus on the obvious stuff, right? Visual distractions, eyes off the road, and manual ones, hands off the wheel. They're easy to see, and they're easy to make a rule against. But the real kicker, the most dangerous one of all, is cognitive distraction. This is the scary one. A driver can have both hands on the wheel, eyes on the road, looking like the perfect employee. But if their mind is a million miles away, stressing about a deadline or replaying a tough call with dispatch, their ability to react is shot. This is the hidden risk that our policies almost always miss. All right, let's switch gears and talk about the tools we put inside the cab. We add all this technology to make drivers safer and more efficient. But what if we're accidentally making the problem a whole lot worse? Just picture the modern truck cab. You've got GPS, ELDs, tablets, dispatch systems, camera alerts, collision warnings. Every single system is a voice competing for the driver's attention, each with its own prompts and beeps. It becomes a total orchestra of interruption. And all that noise leads to a really dangerous state we call alert fatigue. It's simple. When everything is beeping all the time, nothing feels important. Drivers become numb to it. They start ignoring critical warnings, their reactions are delayed, and they're tempted to reach over and mess with the screens while they're driving. So, here's the crucial point. It's not about having technology. It's about how you manage it. Good technology governance, a thoughtful and integrated approach, can reduce distraction. But just piling a bunch of uncoordinated gadgets into the cab, well, that actually creates it. Now, beyond the technology, there's another powerful source of distraction, and this one is built right into our operations. It's that relentless pressure to perform. When a driver truly believes that hitting a delivery window is the most important part of their job, they're going to make trade-offs to get it done. They will start to sacrifice little bits of attentional safety for what they perceive as necessary productivity. And that's when you see these kinds of behaviors. Texting dispatch at a red light, trying to find a new route on the GPS while moving. This isn't born from recklessness. It's often a calculated risk taken by an employee who is simply trying to meet the core expectations of their job. And this is a huge takeaway. In a system that rewards speed above all else, multitasking starts to feel like a rational survival strategy. The distraction you see on the road is often a direct reflection of the organizational culture, not just a single driver's indiscipline. Okay, so we've laid out this complex systemic problem. It's a lot, I know, but here's the good news. Modern tools are giving us a powerful systemic way to actually solve it. And this right here illustrates a massive paradigm shift in safety. For decades, we managed safety by looking in the rearview mirror, right? We focused on lagging indicators, the crashes that already happened. But today, video telematics let us look ahead. We can see the leading indicators, those risky behaviors that happen before the crash. Let's face it, reacting to a crash report is always too late. The damage is done. By focusing on preventive analytics, like identifying a driver who repeatedly glances at their screen for more than 2 seconds, we can intervene. We can coach the behavior before it leads to a collision. We can lower the risk across the entire system. But just having the data is not a magic bullet. The most effective coaching programs all share these traits. They're fast. Coaching happens within 72 hours. They let the driver review their own video footage, which is huge. The first response is about improvement, not punishment. It's all about building skills, not just assigning blame. And that's the bottom line. Vague warnings like "don't use your phone" are pretty much meaningless. But specific, data-driven feedback, shifting the conversation to "let's look at your 3.4-second glance event and talk about what could have happened," that is what actually changes behavior. It makes the risk real and the conversation objective. So let's bring it all together now. Data-driven coaching is an incredibly powerful tool, but if we want a lasting solution, we have to use that data to go bigger and redesign the entire operational environment. You see, a truly effective distraction control system isn't just one thing. It's all of these things working together in harmony. It's about managing your tech, setting clear communication rules, making sure safety and productivity are allies, not enemies, and using data to constantly improve. Each element here addresses a different piece of the puzzle. Ultimately, it all boils down to this simple, powerful idea. Your driver's behavior is a direct reflection of the system you have built around them, period. So the final question I'll leave you with is this. Take an honest look at your technology, your schedules, your culture, the whole shebang. Is your system truly designed to protect your driver's attention and ensure their safety? Or is it maybe accidentally designed to sacrifice that safety for speed? The answer to that question will determine your success.